So on the forehand, first of all, you guys should get the right grip, okay? So in regards to grips, we don't use names on STM, we use numbers. So we name it in regards to the, okay, with regards to the edges that we have on the racket, okay? And we put the base of the index finger knuckle according to the different ridges and edges that we have on the grip, and we name them numbers. So but let's just make it simple right now. We want you guys to we suggest for you guys to have the knuckle, okay, the base of the knuckle to be on the side or the bottom diagonal. Cool? For you guys to try. Now grips are very important, but we don't want to say this is what you need to use. You guys should try our recommendation, but grips are very personal, and at the end of the day you've got to be comfortable with it, but you can't go too extreme. So we suggest you guys to put the base of the index finger knuckle, okay, to be on the side and or the diagonal ridge. Cool? So we usually, in the traditional names, we call them Eastern or semi-Western forehand grip, but for you guys, we don't name them with names. We want you guys to try the knuckle on the edge for your trying, and then let us know which one you feel comfortable with, and we're just going to play with that one. For me, I'm on the bottom diagonal, which is the semi-Western. So cool. So for you guys, we want you guys to get understand that the forehand is very simple, okay? And we'll give you guys 4 basic steps first. This is basic, ready position, okay? I'm facing my opponent right now, and make sure you guys go ahead and turn those shoulders, okay? As you turn those shoulders, the racket will be back, okay? In the racket back position, and with the non-dominant hand. I'm a right-hander, so my left hand is my non-dominant hand, okay? So this position, as you turn your body, okay, your racket is pointing towards the back fence, left hand is towards the side fence. It forms a 90-degree angle. This is the basic forehand, basic. For all levels, beginner to advanced. Advanced, of course, there's more steps, but a good step for everyone to follow. So here we go, is the first step. Cool. And we're going to step forward as well towards the net. We're side on right now. As we rotate to contact, the contact is way in front of my body. There is no jumping around. There's no need to jump around. My contact with my racket in front of my body. My back foot is has pivots to support my contact. Racket face is straight. Okay. Now, from here, make sure you guys lift this hand upwards. Now my elbow will point towards my opponent. And do you see I'm still very balanced right now? Beginners should learn to be balanced. Okay? And in the STM slow, you have to be balanced. This is my follow through. Racket is on edge. Now if you get this picture, ow, my wrist hurts. If I do this, my wrist doesn't hurt. Okay? Racket's on edge, and I'm still very balanced right now. Okay? Now, step 1, ready? Turn. Left arm extension to the side fence. Racket pointing towards the back fence. Step forward into neutral stance. Okay? If it's a closed stance, then we've closed off. We don't call it closed. This is a neutral stance. Then you rotate to contact. Back foot pivot. Then it automatically rotates your hips. Of course, this is not the best rotation for hips, but this is a beginner version. Lift upwards. Good follow through with elbow pointing towards your opponent. High racket on the top of my shoulder with the racket on edge. Okay? So now we go put the steps together. This is the flow. And also guys, the best thing about this, you can practice by yourself. Okay, I'm going to teach you guys a self-feed. Every time you hit the ball to your opponent, you practice this every time. Then you have one extra shot that you can practice. Isn't that great? So when you guys have the ready position, you have the ball in your hand. You're going to turn. Right, you're going to step. Now you let the ball go, and it's in front of you. You don't have to slam the ball. Just let the ball go. You see, it's very smooth and controlled. There's no stress about it. 4 steps, everybody can copy. And of course, if you want more detail, then the book, we can get one for you guys, organize one for you. But that's the 4 steps in the beginner version. Okay. Now in the advanced version, we build up to it. Now of course, the stance, we don't always hit a neutral stance. We also have open stance. Now open stance is good because you can rotate those hips more. Okay, so for example, on the last 4 steps that we just did, ready, turn, contact, follow through, this was a neutral stance. You see I'm side on. I can still do this with an open stance. I step sideways, and I rotate, and I contact. This is an open stance. And again, the best thing about it is I can feed it myself, right? I can feed it myself so I can practice myself. Yeah, okay, so slow, knowing the 4 steps, knowing the flow. You can add the breathing now. Show you guys 2 different stances in the flow fashion. Cool? Open stance, flow. Very relaxed. You guys can practice it. If you don't practice it yourself, whose fault is that? It's your own fault, okay? So now when you visualize the last step, you're gonna visualize the path of the ball before you hit it. So I'm gonna go think about it first, and I'm just gonna use a neutral stance, for example, for the sake of this video. So I'm gonna envision the ball going like this. Okay, now I'm gonna execute. Notice the difference, okay? I'm gonna execute my visualization first, okay? Now I'm going to, if you guys did watch carefully, my arm ended up being higher, a little bit, because I'm actually visualizing the real thing happening, which is good because all those shots were successful and I'm just used to visualizing the shot before I actually hit it. Many players don't think before they hit the ball, or they think the wrong thing. Okay, so this is the slow flow breathing visualization example on the beginner forehand that you guys can try. Okay, this is a free version for you guys to try, and definitely you guys can check out the link, and we can get you guys the book. It's very good because now we can incorporate some advanced versions, progressions into your forehand now. You know, at the beginning we did this. You guys are experts now, right? The 4 steps. You know the 4 steps. The first step being this one, the side on turn, racket back, okay, and then the step. Now you guys can go ahead and you don't do this. Advanced players don't do this. Advanced players do this. Okay? They do a unit turn. What that means is the hip and shoulder is turned. Racket is not here. Racket is here, so that we prepare the racket later because you're much better now. So as you guys go ahead and do an advanced version, you guys will unit turn. Okay? Then you step. Now, from here, you can extend the arm and load the legs at the same time. So you're using big muscles of your body. Big muscles, then you unload. Now the racket comes through. Cool? Then the racket comes through to contact. Then you turn the hand over to follow through. Do you see the difference? Now we progress it on after you guys know the beginner version. So now we progress it on. Shoulder turn. With the unit turn, we call it, neutral stance, left arm extension. As this arm extends, this one will pull back. Now you pull this one back, and you relax your hand to rotating to contact, pronation, follow through. Okay, so in the flow fashion. Okay, now breathing. Breathe, inhale, exhale, load, unload. And then you visualize. I'm going to visualize a spin path. With the ball, I can self-feed it myself. Okay, you see that it's very smooth, no stress. And so this was a forehand sharing for everybody. And for our friends who haven't got the book, this book is for all levels, beginner to advanced. There is beginner version to advanced level, breakdowns, progressions for everybody. So hope you guys like this video. Hope it helps you on the forehand, and want to share a few more tips for you guys. So for the forehand, okay, it's very important that you get that. This is my non-dominant hand. This is my dominant hand because I've used my right hand. This is my non-dominant hand. It's very important as I hit the forehand. Okay, I'm a right-hander, but my non-dominant hand plays a very important role as I hit the ball because it controls my rotation and my rotation out as I hit the ball. It keeps my balance as I go ahead and come back and thump the ball. But it's because I'm doing a rotation of the upper body and the hips as well. It gives me much more smoother stroke, and it's not just relying on my hand. Okay, another thing is that when you see that I never did this. Okay, I never did this on the follow through. So you don't play tennis with the wrist. It's not risky shot. Some players, they go ahead and they learn the game. Unfortunately, they learn too much wrist at the beginning. They injure themselves, some elbows, injury, and we're sorry for that. But usually, we recommend forearm rotation or just being firm. Okay, if you're using the big muscles of the body, then there's less stress on your hand. And it's very important to be using large muscles because they supply the energy, right? Now, large muscles supply the energy, then what do the small muscles do? Small muscles supply the spin, okay? So for example, maybe you can see on this camera here, you see the spin that we put on the ball, okay? And I'm a spin person because spin allows you guys to manipulate the path of the ball, okay? Allowing you guys to be more consistent, okay? And also one more thing is you've got to make sure you breathe. Many friends, they like to make a lot of sounds like or okay. So okay, sometimes maybe that's for fun, but definitely it's not good for your system. Okay, you gotta make sure you breathe long and smooth so that your arm is relaxed and the whole thing is done by the racket. Who hits the ball? The strings hits the ball, not you. So you should be relaxed and leave all the stressful stuff to the opponent, okay? Want you guys to enjoy the game. So be sure to click in the link. The book will teach you the system to be able to learn all the strokes in the slow flow breathing visualization progression, okay? We want to be able to share with more friends and help them with learning the game easier, okay? And we want you guys to help us spread the word, and we want to thank you guys for watching, and be sure to share any tips you guys have that you guys encounter with this forehand or this video that you guys saw today, and we look forward to hearing from you guys soon.